loves, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Katie, and if you saw the title of today's video, we have different types of audios that are coming back online and are re-leaking, and people are saying that basically what we're seeing is more and more evidence of Amber Heard had set up for years to do this plan to defame and frame Johnny Depp. So I wanted to do, you guys know, I tried to come correct. Your girl did some digging, and I went and tried to look at everything I possibly could to see exactly what's going on. And I want to bring all of this to you guys. And it's hard because in this situation, guys, we know how much she lied. It was nonstop to the point where it's just like, does perjury even exist? Or just does it not matter? Like, she did so much insane lying on this situation to then turn around and file an appeal saying that there was perjury done to her, which is hilarious. Thank goodness it got thrown out. But she's got, I think, from here, I think we have 8 more days to see if she's going to appeal to the Virginia Court of Appeals. That's going to be the next step. But apparently some of this leaked audio, people are saying, is showcasing that she had intent for a long time to defame Johnny. Which I don't know. It's hard for me to understand. Beautiful girl. You're in Hollywood. You're on major movies. What is the point of doing all of this? What was the point? Just more attention and adulation for being a victim? And I'm not saying that she wasn't a victim. I think they both were victims of each other. But then again, that's where reactive A-word comes in, and that's a whole nother topic. So, and I'm not saying I'm sitting here for or against. I'm just saying these are very delicate, complicated, nuanced topics. That's all. And I'm speaking from somebody who's been through it. I'm sure many of you, most of you have been through it on some level watching this in some type of relationship. So I want to dive into this. I want to see exactly what's going on with this and give you guys the info. And if you're new here, you like videos like this, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Would love to have you. I just get to go through all the trending topics and how stupid they are because we hear nothing of Ghislaine Maxwell, but we get force-fed this. This is silly. Let's laugh at it. As well, guys, giving away a $100 gift card. Really simple. To be entered and eligible to win my money, all you gotta do, like the video, subscribe, hit notifications, comment, share the content, watch a video from start to finish, and boom, you're entered, you're eligible. That's all you have to do. Do it for every video you see because you can be entered multiple times. So would love to have you guys. Okay, let's jump on and we will take a look at what has been resurfacing. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm having an issue with my little computer. I'm just gonna have to unplug my battery. It's like flashing back and forth and not wanting to charge. I really hope it's just my cord. We shall see. I'm like, how silly is this gonna get? Let's turn up the brightness for y'all. Here we go. And this is a little bit older, but I did want to go over this because the audio clip that the clips I'm gonna play for you guys sound really damaging, and they are. But some places are saying it's not the full context. And like I said, I like to look at everything. I don't just like to demonize one situation or another just because it's popular narrative or popular opinion one way, right? But then again, it's like I don't always trust the popular opinion and narrative. I rarely do. And when I say that, it's not that if the evidence is there, I go with the evidence. But I'm always going to dive in and try to fairly and objectively look at everything the best way I can. But at the same time, like, I am not going to any way, shape, or form trust the mainstream media. They just lie. They lie and spin narratives. They're just mouthpieces for billionaires and gazillionaires we don't know about, in my opinion. So here we go. It says, audio clip of Amber Heard claiming she plans to frame Johnny Depp debunked as private conversation surfaces online. And it says, an audio clip of Amber Heard and Johnny Depp engaged in a private conversation recently surfaced on social media amid their ongoing defamation trial. The audio reportedly led to people believing that Heard was allegedly planning to frame Depp following their divorce. However, Newsweek reportedly obtained the complete unedited audio from the conversation and debunked claims about Heard planning to frame Depp after analyzing the context of the conversations. Is it just me, or is it kind of funny that all of a sudden the news cares about context? Really, mainstream media? Really? And it says the publication also noted that the audio clips were from 2015 and 2016 when Johnny Depp and Amber Heard were preparing to go through their divorce proceedings. The audio reportedly contains tense and emotional conversation exchanges between the former pair while they discussed whether their separation should be made public and whether legal proceedings should be involved in their argument. And it says a look into Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's old audio conversation. So we'll go through this and then I'll play it. It says, The high-profile Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard defamation trial has continued to make headlines ever since it began in Fairfax County Court on April 11th, 2022. Both actors have come under considerable, intense scrutiny on social media, with several of their past actions and interactions being analyzed by internet sleuths. More recently, an old audio clip containing parts of a private conversation between Depp and Heard was posted online by a user, the JD Case. I like the person's title, their name, not Lindsay Lohan. It says February 2020, a private phone call recorded by Depp leaks online in which Amber says, "Tell the world, see how many people believe or side with you," in response to Depp saying they had fair fights. This audio is widely taken out of context and used against Heard. So let's listen.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Because the last time that it got crazy between us, I really did think I was going to lose my life, and I thought you would do it on accident. And I told you that. I said, oh my God, I thought the first time.
Amber, I lost a finger, man. Come on. I had a mineral can of mineral spirits thrown at my nose.
You can please tell people that it was a fair fight and see what the jury and judge think. Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, man, I'm a victim of people's domestic violence, and
yes.
I know it's a fair fight. And see how many people believe or side with you.
It doesn't matter if it's fair fight.
Exactly, because you're bigger and you're stronger. And so when I say that I thought you could kill me, that doesn't mean you counter with you also that you lost your own finger. I am not trying to attack you here. I'm just trying to point out the fact of why I said call 911. Because you had your hands on me after you threw a phone in my face, and I had gotten crazy in the past, and I truly thought I need to stop this madness before I get hurt.
Oh my God.
And I never think about myself that way. I never defend myself that way. I never see myself as a victim. Until we fall, you know?
All right, yeah.
All right, so that's one of the audio clips. Let's keep going. It says the now deleted audio garnered thousands of views, with several social media users claiming that it contained proof of Heard allegedly attempting to frame Depp. In the clip, Amber Heard can be noticed saying it is insanely cross-corroborated. Then it is a plan of, I'm going to put makeup on myself and take pictures throughout the years and just sit on it for years. That, while having this imaginary life run parallel to it. Do you understand? She says the pictures I have matched with text messages to my mom back and forth about it, you know? And text messages between, say, Raquel and my mom or my dad, you know, between my two friends. Later in the audio, Heard can be heard telling her publicist Jody Gottlieb that her James Corden appearance needs to be canceled due to the marks on her face. She can also be heard speaking about legal action in the audio. It says, in this case, which I will have, it will be criminal as well because I cannot go on signing and file without filing a police statement first. So let's listen to this one now, and you can hear what this says.
In responding, or the kind of stuff like between me and people in your life, it is insanely cross-collaborated, and it is a plan. I'm going to put makeup on myself and take pictures throughout the years and just sit on it for years. While having this imaginary life run parallel to it. You understand that the pictures I have match with text messages to my mom back and forth about it. And text messages between, say, Raquel and my mom, or Raquel and my dad, or, between my two.
Says the actress is then heard telling Depp the only reason she has not taken legal action is to refrain from hurting him. It says, and the only reason I haven't filed a police statement, which has been used against me, by the way, every day, and the only reason I won't do it, I haven't done it, is because I don't want to hurt you. In response, the Pirates of the Caribbean star also noted that he loves Heard and does not want to hurt her either. So this is it. It says, this one's titled, the last few years have felt like a perverse situation that was inflicted on me. It hurts. And that's from Johnny. It says, Amber Heard inflicted severe A-word on Johnny Depp during their relationship, admitting it in the audio. When he left, she inflicted false accusations against him.
If things get physical, we have to separate. We have to be apart from one another, whether it's for hour or 10 hours or a day. We must. There can be no physical violence.
I can't promise you that I'll be perfect. I can't promise you I won't get physical again. Sometimes I get so mad I lose it.
Additionally, the audio file also contained the infamous Amber Heard message where she called Johnny Depp the victim of DV. It says, tell people it was a fair fight and see what the jury and the judge thinks. Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them, I, Johnny Depp, I am a victim of DV. You know it's a fair fight and see how many people believe or side with you. The audio message was already played separately in court and served as a major element in the cross-examination against Heard. As the audio progressed, the actress could then be heard clarifying why she called 911. It says, I'm not trying to attack you here. I'm just trying to point out the fact of why I said call 911. Because you had your hands on me after you threw a phone in my face. And it got crazy in the past. And I truly thought I need to stop this madness before I get hurt. According to Newsweek, the resurfaced audio was part of a larger 31-minute recorded audio conversation between Depp and Heard in May 2016, which was previously published by the Mail. And you can see here it says, following people will testify in the Depp-Heard trial defamation when it resumes in next week, and then it goes over to some of the people. And it says, shortly after the audio clip was removed from Instagram, their YouTubers reposted the clip. So let's go ahead and let's talk about this, because the big part about this clip that people are now bringing up and it's resurfacing and they're talking about is the fact that in the clip, Amber Heard was talking about cross-corroboration and makeup and all of those things, because some of the other stuff, like tell the world, I, Johnny Depp, am a victim. We've heard some of that, right? So a lot of people are saying this clearly shows she was trying to frame him. And that's possible. Now, the other part to that, I'm not saying this is the case. I'm just playing devil's advocate here, okay? But the other part is she may have just been having a conversation explaining, look, I have the evidence, I have things that match this. But I can argue that too, because she lied about the makeup. She lied about the bruising. She lied about the photos. So understand when I do that, I'm not sitting here saying I'm for or against. This is what I do. I play devil's advocate. I try to weigh all the sides of the information. And I feel like at this point, regardless of how it's spun, because of the amount of lying she's done and the amount of lying she's done, especially with all of that evidence in court, nobody's going to take it seriously. Like when people say, oh, well, that's the context. Well, what's the context when you made up photos of DV that didn't exist, or you used a makeup kit that didn't exist? So it's hard for anybody to even look at context at this point, which then means, though, that because of all the lying, you can kind of take anything and run with it and spin it in whatever direction you want and villainize her even further. Now, does she deserve it? Yeah, probably. But I'm also of the mind, because as a social media figure, I've had a very lesser experience with this long time ago, is that when you get a target on your back, regardless of whether or not it's fairly put there or whatever, people, if they think they can get traction off of it, will take it and run and run and run in every awful direction until you are not even a human being. And that's never the kind of person that I want to be towards somebody else, regardless of whether or not we can argue whether or not it's deserved or not, right? But I think at the end of the day, because of all the lying, how can you, at this point, look at any of this and side with her? I can have compassion for the fact that she's getting a lot of hate. We can argue if it's deserved. Doesn't matter. It's hard. It's hard to have that much negativity coming at you. Because remember, we're social creatures. And one thing when it comes to mistreatment, the A word that I don't think YouTube will even let me talk about, right? People don't think about this. Social isolation. That is a big part of the A word, right? And so to do things where you make people hate somebody, you are in some way socially isolating them. You are isolating them from resources. You are isolating them from, status in the community to help you have a more comfortable life, and it puts you more into survival mode. This is something we don't talk about a lot. So anyways, my point is to say with this, I think, does this show that she was trying to frame Johnny for years? I would say it's possible. And the reason I say that is I'd say not even possible. It's a high probability because we know those photos were faked and she didn't use the makeup kit she said she used. That's the type of stuff I look at and I'm like, I think this absolutely could be that she was setting this up for a while. I don't know. What do you guys think? I want to know your thoughts. Sound off in the comments. And if you like this video, you're new here, love to have you around for others. Make sure and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And remember, giving away a gift card, and almost nobody's doing this, so you have a good shot of winning my money. Just make sure and like the video, subscribe, hit notifications, comment, share the content, watch a video from start to finish, and you are entered, eligible. That's all you got to do, and do it for every video, because the more times you do it, the more chances